Hey Taurus, this is your tarot reading for the month of April. Taurus, what is coming through for me in this spread is issues around relationships and commitment. I feel like some of you are struggling in your relationships because you guys like being in relationships, but you don't like the work and effort that has to go into maintaining a relationship. And for some of you, this is an ongoing struggle of trying to find that balance and of not just having someone, but what it takes to be with someone and maintain it. And I feel like some of you are like trapped in these patterns. And if you could just identify your patterns. And that's the thing, like some people really think like on the inside, like they're this like they're different and they're mysterious and, hard to figure out. And that's not the case. Like all you have to do is watch people's patterns. Like what people do will tell you all you need to know about them. But if you're not paying attention to your own patterns, it's easy for you to think like, you're doing something that nobody can figure out, even including yourself. So, what I feel, like I said, I'm really picking up on someone having an inability to identify their own behavioral patterns. And like I said, I really feel like some of you are like frustrated at how things in your life end up playing out. I feel like some of you, um, you get into relationships. Well, let me put it this way. I feel like some of you go back and forth with you like your freedom and you like having options. You like dating. You like having people take you out and show you a good time. You like having options. But then some of y'all start to feel like, and it could be guilt. It could be, like I said, some of you, it could be religion, how some of you were raised. Some of you may have been raised in like a religious household that shames dating around and having a lot of options. Like there may be people around you that's saying, you know what, well, when are you going to settle down? And then that sentence alone, depending on who it's coming from, because if Taurus trusts you and respects your opinion, you say something like that, and they will immediately start to question their life choices. Like, well, maybe it is time for me to settle down. Instead of really identifying if you truly feel that way, some of you will take that into consideration because of someone that you respect or someone that you see as an authority. And then you go into trying to, you cut off everybody, you go from dating and having lots of options to trying to settle down, and then it doesn't work. And then y'all are like back to square one. Like, you know what? Fuck relationships. I'm just going to focus on my money. I'm just going to focus on work. And then y'all focus on work and you focus on money till the point where you are burnt out. And then like, fuck that, fuck this job. I'm going to have fun. And y'all see, like, to me, this is the pattern that's going on. Some of you, I feel like in that spirit of, I need to settle down, y'all move. I feel like some of y'all either are thinking or you did let somebody move in with you, or you moved in with somebody. So y'all let somebody slide up in y'all shit, which wasn't the move, but y'all did it anyway. And now it's not working out. And again, some of you are back to feeling like frustrated, needing to start over again, feeling like, what is the point of all of this? And like I said, some of you are back at trying to find a new beginning, starting over. Um, and some of you, to take your mind off of this, some of you may be overworking, pushing yourself too hard when it comes to work. For some of you, part of this pattern too is like some of you may feel like um, everything you do like ends up in a bad place. Like I said, some of you feel like you get in relationships that doesn't work out, you know, so you focus on work, and then people at work, end up stressing you out. Like I said, I'm just picking up on patterns that need to be addressed and um, let go of, or some new behaviors need to happen for some of you when it comes to, like I said, your relationships and how you relate to things, how you relate, specifically how you relate to your relationships and how you relate to the ways you make money. So those two issues need to be addressed. And I feel like some of you, like there's going to be somebody around you, like, and this is another thing, like, don't do things because somebody else is doing it. Don't do things because somebody else is suggesting it. Like if somebody is saying like, oh, when are you going to settle down? Like when I feel like it, when I get around to it, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Right now, I'm enjoying the single life. Right now, I like having options. Like people really need to start speaking up and defending being single, being defending dating who you want, because commitment isn't for everybody for your entire life. Sometimes some people, it may be meant for you to be committed for maybe like a couple of years, and then that cycle has run its course. You need to go back to being single. And not all patterns are bad. Like maybe it's good that you have this pattern of in a relationship for a little while, out of relationship for a little while, in a relationship for a little while, out of relationship for a little while, as long as it's working for you. Here's the thing, it's nothing wrong with having patterns as long as they are working for you. And if these patterns aren't working for you, then look at them and deal with them so that you can find patterns that help you feel like there's that flow in your life, and not this like polarized like back and forth, not like an extreme. But I feel like some of you, like somebody around you is going to like get into a committed relationship really quickly. And I feel like some of you might, see this and think, oh, I need to be in a relationship now. Or, well, I'm not in a relationship, like, or like imposing, some of you might impose your, whatever state you're in on somebody. Like somebody gets into a quick relationship. If you're not in a relationship, you might feel like, now I have to do it. So if you see somebody getting into a relationship really quickly, like just mind your business. Just like keep it pushing. Like, oh, good, happy for them. Happy for them. Good for them. But I'm going to be over here because I know that that's not my energy right now. So some of you, like I said, may notice that you might hear somebody getting into a relationship really quickly. And some of you don't need to mirror that, because that's a lot of times that happens. Like we like to mirror what people do. If somebody is getting married, then we feel like we need to settle down, or if somebody's doing something, or we feel like we need to do it. And right now, what I'm picking up is, Taurus, that you need to focus on what's working for you, what patterns work for you, what relationship dynamics work for you, what financial dynamics work for you, instead of trying to pair yourself off with people that don't share your same patterns or are uncomfortable with your patterns. Some of you too, again, I'm really picking up, some of you are just struggling to, like I said, y'all like to have someone. And Taurus and Aquarius are really good for that. They like to have somebody at home, taking care of home, while they go out and, socialize and, just out here living their best life. And as long as you have somebody at home, for you, you guys, you feel like, oh, this is a successful relationship, but the person at home feels ignored. The person at home feels like, um, you know, they're just a prop in your life, or you feel this way about somebody, or some of y'all might be in a relationship with an Aquarius and feel this way. Like, I'm just a prop in this person's life. Like, we say we're together, but I don't feel like we're together. Like, that kind of energy is what I'm picking up, of somebody that like wants somebody domestic at home while they're out living their very best life, and that dynamic isn't working for some of you. Like I said, however this is playing out, these are just the energies that I'm feeling. Remember, this is a very general reading. I'm not talking to anybody in particular, but if you feel like this resonates with you, hit me up for a reading, because like I said, this is very general, but this is what I'm picking up. Like, some of you are in a situation where, you feel like you're in a relationship, but you don't feel like you're in a relationship. Like, somebody just has you feeling very domesticated, which Taurus doesn't mind, but Taurus also wants somebody to be home with them. Taurus wants somebody doing those domestic things with them. And I feel like some of you may be in a relationship with somebody that feels like that domestic stuff is boring. I don't want to sit on the couch and watch movies and take naps and cuddles. Like, for somebody, for Taurus, that may be a good time, but for somebody else, they may find it really boring. And I feel like that's also like another situation. Like, some of you are with somebody that just doesn't enjoy the things that you enjoy, and you're trying to make it work. And I feel like some of you have a pattern of behavior of doing this, of getting in a relationship with people that don't share your ideals, that don't completely enjoy all the things that you enjoy. So if you, like I said, you like your homebody, and there's nothing better to you than curling up on the couch with a blanket and watching a good movie and having some good food to eat. For you, you're like, oh, this is a great time, and you want somebody to share that with you. But I feel like you have somebody that feels like that is boring, and that's not what they want to do. And they're happy with you doing it. You can stay home and watch movies on the couch, but they're going to go out and actually like go to the movie theater, or they're going to go to a play, or they're going to go out to do these things. And some of you feel like you're just kind of like being left behind. And like I said, some of you are going to start to address these patterns that you have um, in your life. And again, I also feel like there are issues at work. I feel like some of you um, are always feeling like it's hard for you to find solidarity with the people that you work with. Some of you feel like you are always find yourself at odds with power structures, or um, people that are abusing power. You seem to always cross paths with these people, or either you're the problem, you're the person abusing power, and you're always having people turn on you, um, or not support you in work. So like I said, however it's playing out, either you are the person that's abusing power, or you feel this way about somebody. And some of you are tired of this. You're tired of, like I said, feeling like you have to fight the power all the time, or um, you feeling like people aren't supporting you, and people are turning their back on you when it comes to work. I feel like there's a situation at work where um, something may be happening, and you have a stand that people don't agree with, and you feel like people are turning on you. um, People don't understand your plight, people aren't supporting you. And like I said, for some of you, this may be a power struggle. For some of you, you may be abusing power, or somebody else is abusing power with you. And some of you might feel kind of stressed out over this. But again, I feel like this is a pattern that some of you find yourself in. Like, I had the same problem at the last job. Like, what in the world? Like, why does this keep happening to me? But like I said, I feel like some of you have patterns, behavioral patterns that you need to um, address. With like I said, hit me up for a reading, because that's the beauty of tarot. It helps you pick up on, um, certain behavior patterns, or certain things going on that you may be, because we all have a blind spot. We all have things about ourselves that we find it hard to see. So that's why I do this. This is why this should be the purpose of, why people do what they do. Overall though, Taurus, Yeah, I'm just really picking up like some of you just need, um, I just feel like some of you, these patterns have left you feeling like a need to be nurtured. Some of you need to be nurtured. Or some of you want to nurture somebody, and this is an issue because your desire to nurture someone, and like I said, maybe coming off as um, an abuse of power. You know, does someone specifically ask you to nurture them? Is somebody specifically asking you to do these things? And for some of you, this is another reason why your relationships, you struggle in your relationships. Some people may feel smothered by you, or you feel smothered by someone, however it's playing out. But that's the order of the day for me. For Taurus, I really feel like you guys, like I said, are just struggling to identify certain behavioral patterns in your life that keep your relationships, that keep you struggling in your close relationships, and with whatever relationship you have, whether it's work relationships or personal relationships or family relationships. Some of you are really struggling to identify your place in it, and what you in your behavioral patterns that lead to certain things. Some of you before may have like felt like it was everybody else, but I feel like this month some of you are ready to take accountability and take a little self inventory of be like, well, this is what I do that causes this, or this is something that I do, and I'm at a point in my life where I'm ready to do something different. So those are the vibes, Taurus, for the month of April. Like I said, this is a general reading. If any of this resonates with you, please hit me up for a personal reading. Other than that, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you very much.